Brent Marks, Justin Sanders from the front row. Max Mittry and Giovanni Scelzi in row 2. Row 3, Tanner Thorson and Blaine Cory. Row 4, Rico Abreu and Robbie Price. Row 5, Dason Pursley and James McFadden. Row 6 is Landon Brooks and Cy Lynch. Row 7, Brad Sweet and Cory Eliason. Row 8, Tyler Thompson and Colin Mackey. Row 9, Jesse Schlotfeldt and Corey Day. Then from the B main, Justin Peck, Brenham Crouch, Danny Sams, Tanner Holmes, Jake Wheeler, and Joel Myers. Douglas County Dirt Track, we got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing up at turn number 4. We are green. Underway in the feature event, it's going to be Justin Sanders with the lead off at turn number 2. Justin Sanders launches to the race lead into turn number 3. Brent Marks is running in the second spot. Max Mittry is in third. And at the completion of lap number 1, it's Giovanni Scelzi and Tanner Thorson rounding out the top 5. Good start in this one for James McFadden. He'll make his way to the inside of Rico Abreu. They go side by side for that P6 position down the backstretch right behind the 88 car of Tanner Thorson. James McFadden, like he did last year here at Douglas County, rolled that bottom to the win. Now McFadden looking underneath of Tanner Thorson for the top 5 position off the second corner, but Thorson will maintain that position as they roll back into the third corner. Justin Sanders almost on the same straightaway as the tail end of the field already. Brent Marks 10 car lengths back behind him. Another 10 car lengths back to the 2XM of Max Mittry, who's having a standout performance here so far. Lap cars are side by side in front of your race leader. Justin Sanders led so many laps here in 410 action in Douglas County, never been able to get the win. Maybe tonight that changes. He's already in the back of the field, just 4 laps into the feature, and Sanders is already in the back. Sanders almost gets cut off right there by Jake Wheeler. That holds up the progress of the Fulkins brothers truck at number 87. Brent Marks closes in down the back straightaway. Brent Marks starting to close in. Now Sanders a little bit off the bottom there. Brent Marks sticks to the bottom. Change for third across the start-finish line. Give it to Giovanni Scelzi. Giovanni Scelzi up to P3. Bump Max Mittry back to 4th. Tanner Thorson still runs inside the top 5. Back up front, Justin Sanders struggling with the slower cars. Here comes Brent Marks, turns the heat up on him down the front straightaway. Brent Marks takes the lead into turn number 1. Brent Marks to the top spot. Sanders back around the outside. They go side by side, but Brent Marks now takes the race lead into turn 3. New leader at Douglas County, it's the Myerstown Missile. Brent Marks leads lap number 8. Justin Sanders slides in front of the slower car of Colin Mackey. And here comes Giovanni Scelzi. Scelzi's right there in the back pocket of Sanders. They roll back into turn number 3. Brent Marks still with several cars to deal with here in the beginning stages of this main event. Not even 10 laps in, as Marks has got some more lap cars to deal with. Max Mittry closing back in on Giovanni Scelzi for that 3rd position, as here comes Sanders as well. Gio Scelzi, the first car in the top 5 to break off the bottom, and he closes in on Justin Sanders rolling into turn number 1. Giovanni Scelzi down low. Now Sanders tries the top in turn number 2. Marks struggling with some of the slower cars. It's cut off by Brenham Crouch. They get together in turn 3. Brent Marks bumps him out of the way. Puts him 1 lap down. Car off the pace on the front stretch of Tanner Holmes as Giovanni Scelzi now takes over the 2nd spot. Scelzi's going to get circled off the turn number 2 by Justin Sanders. They go side by side trying to make their way by the slower car. Brenham Crouch moves Sanders back up to 2nd off of turn number 4. Brent Marks not getting too far away from the 2nd place machine. Max Mittry is there, as well as the 88 of Tanner Thorson. The top 5 all appear to be getting closer and closer together. Rico Abreu runs in 6th. Then it's McFadden, Sweet, Pursley, and Day into the top 10. Corey Day from 18th to 10th in the first 12 laps. Justin Sanders is right there. He's in the catbird seat as Marks is trying to make his way through the slower race cars. Marks runs the middle, now gets to the bottom of the exit of turn number 2. Gets by the slower car of Blaine Cory. Sanders has to do a little bit of a head fake there as he thought Cory was going to the top. And now Sanders goes to the top in turn number 2. Tanner Thorson's up to 4th. He made his way by the 2XM of Max Mittry. And the next driver to challenge Mittry is Rico Abreu. He's trying to break into the top 5. Justin Sanders maintaining the pace. Sidestepping with Brent Marks as they roll into turn number 3. Marks trying to get by the 24D of Danny Sams, the 3rd off of turn number 4. Sams too good off the bottom. He's still in front of your race leader. Giovanni Scelzi hits the deck in turn number 3 and 4. Gets some good bite off the bottom. Nearly draws to the left rear. Sanders rolling into turn number 3. Brent Marks through the middle. Sanders enters in on it. And here comes Tanner Thorson. Thorson starting to close in on the top 3 as well. in a non-stopper so far here at Douglas County. Here comes Tanner Thorson. He is right there with the second and third place machines. Thorson goes to the top, gets a little tight on entry. New second place car is Giovanni Scelzi. Now Thorson goes to third. Tanner Thorson up to third. Sanders loses 2 spots off at turn number 4 that time. Sanders has a problem. Sanders has a problem down the back straightaway. He's off the pace. The caution is out for the 87. Looks like a flat right rear tire on Justin Sanders' number 87 car. And that is indeed the case. Justin Sanders, flat right rear, heading back to the powder pit area. May have a replay here on FloRacing. You see Sanders going down the backstretch, battling with Giovanni Scelzi. Tanner Thorson comes into the picture, and it doesn't look like he hit anything there. It just all of a sudden starts going flat. And so Sanders now going to the attention of the Ridge & Sons Racing crew. Past halfway, 17 to go, 18 in. And so no guaranteed time for the STC Global 87 team, as they've got some work to do, and they got to do it very quickly as they're trying to get Tanner Holmes out of the infield. He pulled off earlier on in the race. Looks like Sanders will be able to rejoin. They've got the push bumper on the back of the 87 car.
How about Tanner Thorson here? Chase goes QuickTime and Capital Custom Trailers qualifying, and locked into the dash via the quickest transfer car out of his heat race, and now he is sitting in third. Not the first time we've seen him in contention for a podium, but this Douglas County dirt track continues to be right up his alley of small bull rings on the West Coast that he seems to be so comfortable behind the wheel on the track. Yeah,
he is certainly rolling right now. Also need to give a shout out to Cory Day. He will restart this race in the 8th position after starting 18th. Also a shout out to Max Mittry, who is holding his own inside the top 5 right now in that 2XM car. A very, very impressive performance so far here tonight. Heat race win. Started 3rd in this feature. He runs in 4th. I am very impressed with what I'm seeing from him here tonight, Tony.
And if you're going to continue with shout-outs, Chase, how about Demo Mittry, the owner of that car? Traditionally, you see Justin Sanders driving for Mittry Motorsports, but Demo Mittry and that whole team being extremely gracious, very understanding, making sure Justin Sanders stays available to help out Aaron Reitzel. Justin Sanders getting out of his normal full-time ride with Mittry to stand in for Reitzel in the number 87. I know you, and more importantly, your dad share a very unique connection with Demo Mittry as well.
Yeah, Demo Mittry used to be the fuel guy. He used to put the fuel into my dad's race cars back in the day when he was on the NASCAR Southwest Tour Series. They've been friends for a long time. And Demo, instead of doing the pavement stuff with his son, wanted to do some dirt racing. So that's where they're at as we go to the green flag once again. Great restart for Tanner Thorson. Thorson pulled up next to Gio Scelzi as they go 3 wide back behind for 4th. Rico Abreu tags the cushion off at turn number 2, but James McFadden will go by him. Move McFadden up to 4th, and now here comes a slider from Max Mittry. He's not going to clear it on McFadden. James McFadden's now up to 4th. Here comes Cory Day. Cory Day's gotten by Brad Sweet. Cory Day's up to 7th. Now he's up to 6th. Now he's up to 5th. Cory Day by 3 cars and half a lap right there. Cory Day is on his way towards the front of the field. Started 18th. He's now into the top 5. Tanner Thorson's up to 2nd. He's got by Giovanni Scelzi. The next car to encounter Scelzi is the 21 of McFadden. McFadden goes down low, shows the nose to Scelzi. Scelzi around the outside. He'll hang on to the 3rd spot at the start-finish line. Tanner Thorson trying to reel in Brent Marks. Car upside down, or car into the wall, in turn 4, yellow. Jesse Schlotfeldt, 2 cars stopping, 1 car stopping now on the front stretch as well. Colin Mackey. But that is Jesse Schlotfeldt that is on top of the enormous cushion that is built up in the center of turns 3 and 4.
Ryan Walker, in fact, joked with Cory Day and crew chief Shane Bowers saying, hey, you save fuel, you save tires, maybe just start skipping qualifying altogether. This will be a test of yours and my memory. I think he went like 18th or 19th to 1st in that A main event that night. I don't remember the starting position in the feature exactly, but yeah, not qualifying for Cory Day, sometimes it doesn't exactly hurt him the way you think that it would.
Yeah, he's on a warpath to the front of the field right now. He'll start inside row 3 for this upcoming double foul start. Tanner Thorson has been second 3 times this year with high limit. Can he change that tonight and get his first win of his career? Good restart off the bottom, pulls up next to Brent Marks, and into turn number 1. Gonna try and throw a slider, not gonna clear it. Marks around the outside, maintains the race lead. James McFadden is in third. He's on the back bumper of Thorson. Here's a slider for second into turns 3 and 4. James McFadden has got second off at turn number 4. Tanner Thorson back to the inside. He'll reclaim it rolling into turn 1. Here comes Giovanni Scelzi, 3-car battle for that second spot. Scelzi tries to take it away from McFadden. They nearly bang wheels at the end of the back straightaway. Close call there between the 7BC and the 21. Here comes the 14 of Cory Day. He's almost under the top 3 positions now. He's got the 24 Rico. Abreu, whoa! Justin Sanders and Brad Sweet, they nearly crash in turn 2. Justin Sanders gets by Brad Sweet into turn 2. Brad Sweet now going to return a slider at Justin Sanders into turns 3 and 4. But man, oh man, that nearly ended in disaster with both the top 2 drivers. Cory Day's up to 4th. Cory Day has gotten by James McFadden down the backstretch. Move Cory Day from 18th up to 4th. And looking to track down the 7BC and Giovanni Scelzi. 10 laps to go for Brent Marks. Tanner Thorson trying to put together the best 10 laps of his career and win his first ever National Touring Sprint Car race. Lap traffic will certainly play a part in this one as Brent Marks has backed the car in like a non-wing machine into turn 1. Tagged the cushion, got a little bit tight there. That allows Tanner Thorson to close in. Marks tight again, within 2 car lengths down the front straightaway. Marks trying to get by the slower car, Blaine. Cory nearly puts him into the wall. That's going to slide him in front of Tanner Thorson. Thorson turns it down the hill. He's got to run on Marks down the backstretch. This time by, going to come around to 7 laps to go. It's Brent Marks versus Tanner Thorson in Roseburg, Oregon here tonight. Marks around the outside, going to go by the 7-0 of Mackey. Thorson almost hit the wall in turn number 2. That's going to cost him wholesale ground down the back straightaway. Tanner Thorson needs to get back up on the horse here and track back down the 19 of Brent Marks. Marks in traffic, nearly gets put in the fence right there by Danny Sams III. Next time by, 5 laps to go for Brent Marks at the front of the field. Can Tanner Thorson do something here with this time by 5 fingers in the air from the flag stand? Lap cars are side by side in front of your race leader, Jake Wheeler, and the 21P of Robbie Price. What does Brent Marks do here? He's been running the top for a majority of the last couple of laps. He'll stick up to the top side, gets a little bit tight, gets tight again. That allows Tanner Thorson to close in down the front straightaway. 4 laps to go for Brent Marks, and now Thorson's right back in his rear pocket as they work off the second corner. Giovanni Scelzi still running in 3rd. Cory Day in 4th, and Brad Sweet has made his way into the top 5 positions now. Brent Marks, once again, that right rear buried in the cushion. Going to try and make his way to the outside of Robbie Price. Tries to run the middle. Not going to be able to do it. Gets a little bit banana split. He tried to. Couldn't make it happen there. Brent Marks starting to struggle here with the slower cars as Tanner Thorson is not able to make up any ground on him. Cory Day's up to 3rd. Cory Day gets by Giovanni Scelzi off at turn 4. Brent Marks by the slower car of Jake Wheeler. That might be the winning move for Brent Marks as he will come to the white flag this time by in Douglas County. Brent Marks getting by Robbie Price around the bottom of the racetrack, down the back straightaway. Brent Marks, it's been 16 races since his last high limit win. He'll do it tonight in Roseburg, Oregon. Marks wins the showdown on the river. Tanner Thorson 2nd, Cory Day 18th to 3rd, Giovanni Scelzi 4th, and Brad Sweet in 5th. Welcome back to Victory Lane for Brent Marks, your winner here tonight at the 3/10 mile Douglas County Dirt Track. Tanner Thorson 2nd for the 4th time this year. Cory Day 3rd, Giovanni Scelzi 4th, and Brad Sweet 5th. James McFadden, Rico Abreu, Justin Sanders, Cory Eliason, and Dason Pursley, the top 10. Max Mittry, Lynch, Justin Peck, Joel Myers Jr., Landon Brooks, Tyler Thompson, Robbie Price, Brenham Crouch, Jake Wheeler, Danny Sams, and then Colin Mackey, Blaine Cory, Jesse Schlotfeldt, and Tanner Holmes. We knew going into this season, if he wanted to be a championship contender, he needed to get better on the West Coast, and that was a big goal of this team's in 2025, was running top 5 at the Gold Cup, lost a tire down there, 8th place at Tulare. Things have definitely went much better on the left coast, and now he's in Victory Lane at Douglas County Dirt Track. It's Brent Marks. Brent Marks climbing off the top of the race car. It does not feel like it's been 16 races since his last win. It feels way longer than that. as there is his wife Bailey and his kids down there giving the hugs as well. And he is about to climb up on top of Victory Lane here at Douglas County Dirt Track for the Showdown on the River, presented by Seven Feathers Casino and Resort.
It's not just any Victory Lane, it's Whiskey Myers Victory Lane with the pine trees painted on the stones. You know, the air gets a little rare as we head north up here at the end of our West Coast swing. You know where else the air is rare is Whiskey Myers Victory Lane. 16 races since you last visited it. You were here just a little while ago spinning that shop.highlimitracing.com roulette redraw wheel. How much did a good starting position in that draw affect your ability to do what you had to do to win here tonight?
A lot. I mean, it's just nature of sprint car racing. So, you know, to get a good start up front, that was very, very important. And just kind of get out there and try to maintain my own pace, run my own race. And lost the leader on the start, and was able to run Justin back down and pass him. And then after that, was just trying to weave through lap traffic as best I could. But man, how about that? This is awesome, dude. I just my first win on the West Coast, and West Coast has always kicked my butt, but we've been really good out here this year, and we had a great Gold Cup, and you know, really good on a prelim night. Was racing Justin for second there in the finale, and you know, blew a tire with a few laps to go, and that was just kind of a bummer. But you know, it just you know, not a lot of people have been talking about this team very much lately, and you know, it just lights a fire underneath me to get us back on top where we belong, and you know, a win like tonight definitely gets us that much closer. So we're super ecstatic, man. This is pretty cool.
Chase Rodman just mentioned exactly that. It was the fact that you guys knew that if you were going to fight for a high limit racing championship in 2025, this program had to get better on the West Coast. A few days ago, I see you in Chico, California, riding your dirt bike, the pit bike through the pits, one hand on the handlebars, one hand holding 2 plates of tacos. So clearly the confidence is there now that you're out here on the West Coast. But seriously, what, and I know you can't tell us everything, but give me something. What have you guys worked on? What's different with you? What's different with the race car since coming out here to the West Coast? Did that spring trip we made out here help you guys? What has changed at Murray Marks Motorsports to give you guys this kind of performance?
Just a lot of hard work, you know, and just always continue to try to move forward and work on our program and just never give up. So, I mean, this team is awesome. I'm just surrounded by great people. I'm just very, very proud of the whole Murray Marks Motorsports team. Everybody involved. It's just really special to come out here and be competitive, and you know, to be standing here in Victory Lane tonight is just awesome. So, you know, Monday night racing with sprint cars is pretty badass, and to be able to get us a win here tonight just means a lot to me and my team and my family, and I'm just very grateful. So, you know, I just want to thank everybody: Alan Murray, the Murray family, M&M Painting Construction, McGrewBid.com, Babs Paints, Livewire Customs, Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel, Off-Road Motorsports, Cryptic Side-by-Side, RPM Chassis, HP Engines, 8740 Suspension. Clayton Snow helped us quite a bit out here the last couple weeks to get our program running a little bit better, and some advice. And I just really appreciate his advice and his expertise on some things. And you know, just the list goes on and on. You know, we got Titan wings, TJ Forged wheels. Like I said, just everybody was just really cool. And yeah, I'm just really proud of Heath, Jared, Robert, and Tom, and just great to be up here again tonight.
We know you are proud. We know you're excited. Let's bring in the trophy from the Showdown on the River, presented by Seven Feathers Casino and Resort, as well as that Chasm Safety Products win box. You're going to get another win sticker for the tail tank, as well as a golden ticket to go towards your ability to claim a brand new Chasm Safety seat system. Last question of the night before you celebrate here with your team. You are a high roller with Kubota High Limit Racing. You're a full-time driver. So every time a full-timer wins a feature victory, our angel donor sends $1,000. Tonight, it's a double down night. You're gonna get to send $2,000 to any charity of your choice, thanks to our angel donor who partners with High Limit Racing. Thanks to your win tonight, where are you sending that $2,000?
Well, we're here on the West Coast. We're going up to Skagit this week, so I'm gonna donate that to the Race for Dean Foundation.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's your winner for the third time in 2025. It's Brent Marks. let's go back upstairs to Chase Rodman for tonight's contingency awards.
Yeah, the Rodden Supply Hard Charger in this one is easy. It's Cory Day, 18th to 3rd, plus 15 for payday. Exciting stuff there. The Jake's Golf Cart's fastest lap went to Justin Sanders. He ran a 12.772-second lap on lap number 3 of tonight's A-Main. And the Race Redeem Foundation Rookie of the Race was Dason Pursley, a 10th place result in his Douglas County dirt track debut. Now let's go back down to Tanner Thorson, his 5th second place finish of the year. Tony, 4 with High Limit and 1 with the Outlaws. It's just getting closer and closer, it feels like.
His 5th second place finish of 2025, and he did it coming from the 5th position on tonight's starting grid. The top looked treacherous. He stumbled over it a few times. Is that a case of you just driving as hard as you can, or was the car not set up to run up there and you were just trying to will it to make speed?
Yeah, I was honestly really good there until the last couple of yellows, and it's probably the best I've been on a curb with this car, honestly. So, and we're just fighting some wing valve issues that keep seeming to put a little bit of a problem with our car. So we're trying to figure what's going on with those out. And but yeah, really happy with second place again. Not happy, but I am happy. You know, we're up front, so that's all that matters. And yeah, we'll just keep digging. I got to thank my guys a ton. It's been super hot the last 2 weeks, and they've been just balls out. So yeah, we'll keep going. Got to thank Rod and Nancy Gross. Rod's back home with COVID right now, so hoping you get better. And got to thank Jason and Chantel Tessier for all they've done for us for this year. And BR Motorsports, Factor Cane Shocks, Smith Titanium, Stevie's at home. I'm sure he went to sleep already, but him being on speed dial with me. So just thank everybody that's involved with this thing.
I got to ask you one more question before we get out of here. I had the good fortune of bumping into Lee Lindgren at an In-N-Out Burger in Chico, California, probably less than 48 hours ago. And he and Chad Hill and Mitch Erickson and myself were all talking about kind of your viewpoint of qualifying. And you'd be the first to admit it. You're far from the world's best qualifier. But tonight that changed, going quick time in Capital Custom Trailers qualifying. What happened? What changed? What was different tonight?
I wish I could tell you so I could repeat it, but I have no idea. Which Stevie and I just been working hard, and you know, Lee's got a lot of input as well, and we just trying to focus on freeing our car up. Our car is so locked down on the racetrack 99% of the time. It's hard to kind of get just raw speed out of it. So we just been focusing on that, and yeah, see. Also, congrats to Brent. He's been running real hard out here. It's pretty different for a West Coast guy.
That's Tanner Thorson sharing the congratulations to Brent Marks, the Myerstown, Pennsylvania. Brent Marks, not typically someone you always count on to be fast out here on the West Coast. That changed tonight. Gets a little bit of love from Tanner Thorson. I'm just checking my notes here. You started 18th and you finished 3rd. I don't even know where to begin. What's it like to pass that many cars? Are you flying by them wondering what those other things out on the track are? Are they wondering what you are? Is it a scene from Ricky Bobby? What is it like to be that fast and be able to make your way around that many cars as quickly as you did?
It's fun. That's what it is. Yeah, we just you know, started the night way too tight, and I didn't really expect it in qualifying, and executed 2 terrible laps and put us behind. So just proud of my guys for working hard to get us, you know, a lot better there for that feature. And yeah, you know, this place is usually a lot of fun, and it was tonight. So yeah, hats off to the track crew for giving us a good service to race on, and yeah, wish we would have started that as good as we ended.
Now, there's obviously a lot of speculation around this number 14, because if the Jason Myers Racing number 14 stays on track to the end of the season and keeps earning points, they're in a great position for a franchise. You have some other commitment. Probably is not going to be you in the car the rest of the season. There were rumors floating around this pit area today that substitute driver A-Rod could have been behind the wheel of that race car. Was it a last-second decision to put you in the car over A-Rod? Did A-Rod fight you very hard for it? What went into that, Cory?
No, she didn't fight me too hard. I think she's pretty content watching these days, but you know, I think she could still get in and do a great job. That's the one of the many perks of having her around at every single race, is that she understands this stuff because she used to do it. So yeah, very blessed to have her, and thank you to her for letting me drag her everywhere with me.
And we're not talking about New York Yankees star Alex Rodriguez, Ashlyn Rodriguez. That is Cory Day's driver coach that helped him go from 18th to 3rd here tonight. Wowzer, that's a lot of race cars to pass. Tanner Thorson ends up in second. Brent Marks getting congratulations from Tanner Thorson. Tanner Thorson never even gives himself congratulations when he does well. To see him pass it along to Brent Marks, that tells you how impressive of a performance it truly was. Chase, I don't know about you. Your viewpoint up there, very different than mine down here. They were all beneath you. I got to see them face first all night long. An absolutely awesome crowd of race fans here in Southern Oregon came out for the state's one and only National Touring 410 Wing Sprint Car Race of the Year.